Hello again, welcome back to another daily Binding of Isaac Repentance. It is August 18th, 2022. I didn't do a video. I'm going to get around to this, by the way. Make sure everything's recording. Eventually, like, I've been so busy, like, I can't be doing, you know, the breaks right now. Like, I know I'm procrastinating a little bit, but, like, I've got stuff to do. This is our daily today. Lassie. Yeah, I didn't do a video yesterday because I was busy and really tired. Like, I had less than 4 hours of sleep the night before. Not last night, but the night before. Then I had to go up and go and do some errands later that day. And then I had a errand. But then I had to get groceries, and then I had to do another errand after that. And then I had yet another errand to do. And by the time that was all said and done, I was tired and exhausted, so I fell asleep, and I slept for 12 hours. So, got up around 6:30 this morning. Just something I don't really do, and I feel pretty restful for the most part. Well, not pretty restful. I was still kind of tired for some reason. Went to urinate and I was super dehydrated, which makes sense. I had a bunch of caffeine Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday morning and Tuesday afternoon. Went all ham on coffee. That's part of the reason why I stayed up. Now, don't worry, it wasn't productive. It wasn't videos. It wasn't streaming. It wasn't anything. Not reading a good book. Just couldn't go to sleep because the caffeine. I knew that was going to happen, but I keep falling out of it. I'm tired right now because, well, I just had some bacon. I just got to eat some broccoli and get ready for bed early, hopefully early. I just seen that there was an update for Vampire Survivors, so I came out the last couple of days or something like that, so yeah, 3 or 4 new achievements. Oh boy. I'm not gonna do like an hour run or anything. Try not to. No, I mean, not an hour run for Vampire Survivors is what I mean. These Isaac runs, they typically stretch on because I like to explore and do whatever. Oh man, like the weather's been kind of cooling off a little bit. Haven't been seeing many heat waves lately. I mean, we had some last week, but that was like outside of town and stuff, and then it started cooling off later on. I went to a restaurant though. I forgot to mention about that. I went to a restaurant, the new place, and they had something in a weird name. I'm like, okay. I thought it was gonna be some kind of like chocolate milkshake or something. Like I wanted breakfast, but they ran out of bacon and stuff, and there's like very little stuff that they offer there too, gluten-free. So I'm like, okay. And so I got it, and what I thought was gonna be some kind of a milkshake or something like that, based on this description, it was actually a chocolate brownie with some type of thick white icing, or not icing, but cream. Like, supposed to be like whipped cream or something, right? And it's got like little bit of sprinkles of chocolate on it, which is just like whatever. And to try and look fancy, I guess. And then had a bit of lemon on it, like lemon flakes or something like that, or whatever, right? And I swear that the only thing I can really taste besides the lemon, bits of lemon that's on top of it, was the chocolate. I could not, for the life of me, well, I mean, I can barely taste it. It's so, like, minuscule of a taste, you'll miss it. Like, it was so, like it's not even needed. Like, it doesn't, I mean, yeah, it adds, like, a complimentary, like, texture with things, I suppose, but it added really no additional flavors to that brownie. And the brownie was just like pretty standard. It wasn't like anything special. It was like something that somebody whipped up in the kitchen out of a mix or something. Like, that's what I compare it as. It wasn't like outstanding brownie with chocolate truffles and turtles and all that. No, nothing like that. It was just a typical brownie they probably mixed up from some box mix. Not gonna lie. Was it good? I mean, it's all right for a brownie. I didn't hate it or anything. It's just the way they try to advertise their restaurant to be like, oh, just so cuisine, so cool, so fancy. It's not really fancy. That's the problem. It was just standard brownie. And I was trying to get something else too, and they were also out of that too. I'm like, my God, you guys just out of a bunch of stuff? And then I had coffee too, which, oh man, it's a little bit more, it's like a little bit better, but not by much. They might have used like Townhouse or something. I don't know. But, I mean, better than some coffee in other restaurants I've been to, I guess. It's just a tinge better, but it's not saying much. I'm like, okay. Let's just pop the moon card and see what we get. Ooh, we might be able to get the candle. LOL. You like candles, kid? I got candles. Candles for sale. But like, seriously, I mean, it's probably not even worth the price. I think it was like $7 or something like that. I'm like, it's not really worth $7. Or maybe it's more than $7 or something like that. It's just like, I don't know. I could probably make the same thing in my kitchen for less. Oh my God, I'm getting my ass handed right now. Why am I getting my butt handed? Oh no, not you guys. Not the gurglings, not the fart gurglings. All right. Oh yeah, I got the, yeah, the bleeding effect if they hit me. I can do that. All right, well. Lost my points there. All right, let's see. Bam. Just I could do that. I'm probably going to need this. I'm going to go for angel deals. We could go for devil deals and then be resurrected and have one heart again. But I think angel deals are going to be even better for me. Oh, there's the tenor rock back there. Sly Fox. So yeah, that's my experience with this restaurant. I'm like, oh, all right, it's new. It's not too packed or whatever. A lot of people in there, I'll admit, but I didn't see anything special about it. It was just like, eh. At least for that food. Oh, I should have just... You missed a tenor rock, by the way. So let's go back and try to get that rock. Buy another bomb, I guess. It's like this one. It's like there's been a couple of times where I've been to restaurants. Like I've been to Applebee's one time, and they were trying to like I just to kind of be frank here. All right, keys. It is nothing else. Just to be frank here. I don't really eat at Applebee's a whole lot. Like I probably ate at Applebee's less than 10 times in my life. Like for real. I mean, I'm not a regular. And so I went there back in 2020, like a couple weeks or so before the country got locked down with COVID. And so I went in there and I bought a steak. Because somebody gave me money and it's like, hey, go in there and buy yourself a steak. And they have no clue about Applebee's being, wild Applebee's. And so I went in there just blind and ignorant. I'm like, okay, can I have a steak? I guess the only thing they had that I could see really was a hamburger steak. I think it was a hamburger steak. No, maybe it was a tenderloin. Not a tenderloin, but what do you call it? Tenderloin's got bread. I can't have that. Maybe it was a hamburger steak. It was some kind of a steak there. But the point is, I had a steak there. And they're trying to make it, they're trying to advertise it to me the way it was. That it's like, oh, this is a great steak. Da, 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 da. We took careful considerations with it, making sure that, you know, da, da, da. Like, they're trying to make it look fancy is what I'm trying to say here. Fancier than what it looks like. And it was just like an okay average steak. Now, earlier this year, I had a great steak, an expensive steak, but a great steak at a restaurant, and that surpassed that thing, like, by a factor of 100. And so, it's like a 9-day difference, really. And like this brownie thing, it's like, you know, it's whatever, right? It's just Septarium. I don't even like that item, like, period. Give that an F. But yeah, I essentially had the steak there at Applebee's, and that was that. I mean, not like a whole lot to say about Applebee's. And then I had Applebee's earlier this year, but that was because like I was looking for a restaurant for like many miles out, and it was like one of the very few places that were open. And I had their nachos or something with some salsa dip, and it wasn't that great. I was like, oh, I'm not surprised. But it's food, so it's edible, so they were kind and stuff. But no, this restaurant I went to that recently, earlier in the week, it was just like, oh yeah, I got the brownies, da 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 da. Or not brownie, wherever this thing was. They gave it like a fancy name. It's just a freaking brownie. Ooh, I told you, boy. I told you, boy. I told you. Skipping. I gotta be careful here. Skipping all that evilness in this world. To confess to sins. Getting my shit hit.
Soul of Isaac.
All right, we'll get this ceiling fan here. Go. All right, cool. So anyways, yeah, it wasn't that fancy. One time when I was a kid, I went to Perkins. And I waited like half an hour to an hour. No, actually, it's probably about an hour now I think about it. For food that never came. And so like, because technically me and somebody else ordered the food and we didn't like receive any food. Like all we got was water, really. And so just kind of up and left because there was like nobody in the restaurant, almost nobody in the restaurant too. It was like early in the morning. I'm like, well, what's going on? And we try to be patient. We try to talk to staff about it and stuff, and just not really any answers. And so we just kind of left. I'm like, okay. I haven't been to Perkins for about 10 years too, so I don't know there's many of them around anymore because how expensive things are getting in those restaurants. But gotta say too, I got like buyer's remorse buying this candle after I just got like, right after I got this candle, then the next floor I got this Sacred Heart. Oh, I'm happy with the Sacred Heart. It's just this candle I don't want anymore. Can I get rid of it? Forever? No, it's okay. It's okay. Look at that. We're just like cruising along here. We're definitely not gonna get the first place. I got hit too many times. I took unnecessary items that all the hip players don't touch and use and all that stuff. 2 spades, I guess. Empress. We're going to shop for free.
The Hermit.
That's about it. About for free. Beep, 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 beep. All right, let's just go down the next floor. I could go in the curse room, but eh. Let's see. Full card, Empress card, Death card, 2 R's. I guess we just take the Empress, right? take these couple of poops out. Okay. It's like playing roulette, you know, when you go to a restaurant and you don't really look into it too much. Except for I usually look at the hours or see if they change the hours because of short staff issues or supply issues or something like that. Though, when I look into like a hotel or something, or a motel, I sure as hell like look into that deeply. Just like my Amazon reviews. I make sure that I don't want to get any kind of bad service. That's for sure. Oh, a nickel. Blast your soul. Can Isaac teach me about the life of economics? A game that came out in 2014. Because of inflation issues, they're giving me less coins because that's patched in the game. I mean, I guess you could write a paper about the economics of Isaac. Even though it's just a game, and just talk about like, well, there's a currency there. And the currency can be influenced by trinkets or other things. Among Us. Oh, you're making me do this. I went the wrong way. I was getting lazy, too. Among Us fungus. All right. Trying to beef off my points here, but we're going to be kind of close if I'm going to do that. Although the next floor, we can go straight to the boss if we have a teleport card. Get me out of this hellhole. Jeez, Mary and Joseph. Okay. I have no reason to go in there. Yeah, but the exploration, yeah, but not for me. Now we got like Sacred Heart here, like a myriad of things. This is pretty good. If we get like a Tears Up, that'd be even better. We don't really have to worry about what the fuck am I doing in here? About our health. Felt like I'm just wandering aimlessly. Oh, you little shit. And get hit aimlessly, too. That's fun. Such a Vistas. They're the sisters of Windows Vistas. And we got Tears Up. Look at that. Speak of the devil. And there's this. All right, that's a Tears Up. You have a few shots that can make them unpredictable. I don't care about that. You gotta be one of those super, ultra, mega, giga Isaac players. And concerned about that, but me, I'm like, Tears Up. That's all I see it as. Yeah, fear shots, woohoo. Oh yeah, but I can slightly shift the trajectory, then it could throw you off. Yeah, but then there's a thing called predictability, so you just kind of predict a little bit more to see where they're gonna sway. All this is hot garbage. Except this. Bop! Keep forgetting to use that. Alright. Is that a teleport? Yeah, look at that. I had to go hunting up for that card. There we go. Yeah. Alright. Then we can teleport out and explore if we want to. Or we can keep going to Hush. I don't know if it's going to be a Hush-worthy run. Oh, Hush puppies. Oh, you little shit. More like a bigger shit, though. I shit bigger pieces than you. Alright, what we got here? I really don't... Well, I have a fly. Well, give me flight. Yeah, there might be kind of a voice there, but eh. Alright, we got it. Wow! Ain't this amazing? Flight's actually gonna be pretty good. It gives me speed too. Now I'm just forever cursed out of God's eye to let me into heaven because I took the satanic devil deal. Let's like collect the whatever yin the yang item looking thing. Where that black heart came from? Skull or something? Oh, Casper's chasing me. This flight's actually really useful here. I'm glad I took that fly out. Frick that fly. If we had spectral tears, that'd be pretty cool. Get over the rocks. Through the rocks and through everything. Oh, there's my arch nemesis, Angel McAngel face. Now, will I ever eat at that restaurant again? Like, I'll give it one more chance. Like, I'm not, like, doing it out of spite of that brownie or anything. It's just, they were out of items. It's not their fault, to be frank. It's just, if the brownie is kind of subpar, I kind of wonder about the rest of the menu. Besides the coffee and that. Like, they have, like, bacon with Jupiter or whatever, or Juniper, whatever it's called, with some black pepper and stuff. And I'm like, oh, all right. I never had Juniper before. Or Juniper? Not Jupiter, but it's a type of herb. Type of plant. I think that's what it was called. A Jupiter. Yeah, there's stuff I would want to try, but it's just like, well, most of it's gluten. It's a problem. So there are a couple of things that I want to try gluten-free, but they were both out of it. So that's why left me with a brownie. So that's like kind of a big part of the reason. That's like mostly the main reason why I'm gonna. You know, part of my experience with it is a little tainted. It's not their fault. Most of everybody's eating gluten. It's just not quite for me. Now, I never tried their wine, so maybe the wine would be good. Good wine selection, maybe. A little wine there. In the bean. Oh, speaking of beans. Think about them beans. I watched the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Oh yeah, I did mention that in the last video. I forgot. Yeah. And the Birdie Bots every flavor beans scene, stuff like that.
Relax.
I've had that stuff. Yes, I had every flavor. And I don't think I've even spit a single one of them out. You could probably tell what my taste buds are like then. Oh, wow. He's talking about an average brownie, and he eats every kind of flavor. Birdie Bots every flavor beans, including the burger flavor and the puke flavor. And probably the black tar and the asbestos flavor. Look, I was a kid. I had weird appetites, too. I think all kids did. Eating, like, worms and stuff like that. Now I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, if you eat worms, you're just gonna get parasites and stuff. I'm not touching that. I don't think I ever ate a bug though. Well, probably not ever, but not like never, because technically I did. I'm not doing that. By accident, if I'm like running and jogging. Also, I just realized I could have just went exploring the last floor, but I totally forgot about that. LOL. Oh, well, we don't need that stinking bonus. Come on, butthole. Come on, butthole. It's probably the aura that's doing it. Birthday bots every flavor beans. But some of those kids were starving in that train when Harry just, like, bought the lot. Which, I think he said bought the lot or buy a lot or something like that. I think it's implying it's just going to buy a bunch of them or all of them because it didn't look like they got the whole cart. I think it's implying that he's going to buy a whole lot of them. Not like, I'm going to buy the whole damn thing. I would have bought the whole thing, honestly. Inflation must be pretty nuts because he had a bunch of gold galleons. Like, how much would it, like... You talk about, like, gold, right? I know it's wizard gold. But let's just say, hypothetically, it's made out of gold somehow. Well, that's, like, pretty expensive for the candy. If it takes place in, like, the early 90s or something for Harry Potter. Like, straight up. That's some hell inflation. You're paying gold pieces for candy on a train? Shit, the world's coming to an end. We're in the second depression, folks. Alright, we'll get the puss. Alright. Hey, let's go to the next floor. I'm not too concerned about points. Concerned about survivability now that I screwed myself a few times here. I am definitely not going to go and fight Hush unless I get like an absurd amount of health. Or something that's going to give me a kick to things. Yeah, damage is pretty great, but only can go so far, my dude. Oh, in this room. Shout out these kind of rooms. But no, I'll give that restaurant another chance. It's just probably not right now because they're short on some stuff in the restaurant. It doesn't want to cross the street that I was recommended to. I actually talked to the owner just so I've been walking by the place. It's like, yeah, I own it. It's really good. Come over whenever. Guess they're closed on weekends or something. And I'm like, okay. Well, I mean, I'll find time maybe and try it out. I assume it's like an elegant eatery place. They serve a lot of exotic wine, maybe? Or trying to be? I don't know. There's like a lot of those kind of places around here where it's like, oh, we got this cool bar. We got this cool restaurant. I went to one bar and it was just like, yeah, it's pretty much a kind of a chill place. There's no like upbeat things. It's just kind of just whatever. And it's, I mean, it's not like an average bar. It's like, how do I put it in words? It's like a nightclub bar, but it's like no lasers, no fun. That's what I would put it as. It's just basically dress up like you're in prom, and you go hang out with whatever they are casually drinking. Just, you know, a little glass of wine or something, like nothing fancy. Like, I mean, it's supposed to act elegant and fancy, but it's just whatever, right? It's what it is. And I've been there. Of course, I went in there drunk, and intoxicated. And so I was like, oh, this place is not fun. Because I was looking for a bar that's got like, you know, dancing music and all that stuff. Not like a bar where it's like, you know, whatever. It's a little bit more of a upper kind of bar. Where it's got the dancing, the lights and everything. Like a nightclub, an actual nightclub. And I was like, oh, this is not a bar. Or not a bar, this is not fun. Everybody's just sitting around and drinking cheap wine. There's no flashing lights and stuff. Let's get out of here. So I didn't stick around there. But, well, you had some bars. You have I mean, there's another bar that's being put in as we speak, and it's like something I never heard of. It's like plants. Like they're putting plants in the bar. It's like, okay, what's the gimmick? We eat the plants or what? This is like a vegan bar? And it's like, no, we just put plants in there because it's a plant themed bar, and there's still beer and kabachi, whatever it's called. I've had it before. It's just a lot of sugar. I'm going to be a brave butthole here. I'm going to try it. I'm going to regret it, probably. We can get a bunch of help. That'd be great. But hey, we make it. Ah, tears up. All right. All right. Hell yeah, brother. Hopefully I get some soul hearts or something to shine. Okay, well, it is damage. It's almost 20 damage we got now. All right, well, probably shot myself in the foot here. We'll see. We got a pretty good amount of damage and DPS here, so I just gotta dodge for my life. Just pretend you're the lost and you're fighting Hush again. Struggling with Hush. I don't remember if I beat Hush like without the I'm gonna burn him too. Without the Nod Leaf or anything fancy. I'm pretty sure I probably didn't beat him without Nod Leaf back then. But then I probably later on in other runs I probably beat him without it. I'm pretty sure I did. Afterwards. Like Delirium. I'm pretty sure I did that with Delirium too. Like, I don't know, I'm not a fancy Isaac player where I won't take a single damage upgrade or tears up and just do base damage and tears. There's people who do that in the videos. Like it's some Dark Souls stuff. I'm like, no, I don't have that patience and I don't have that, you know, cursed life in me to do it. You got a no-hit Milena from Melden Ring? Oh, hell no. I'm gonna pull my hair out dying thousands of times to get to that point, and what good would that do? They're gonna keep constantly updating stuff to where it's gonna make it even harder. By the way, we're actually doing pretty well here. A lot better than I thought I'd do it as. Yeah, it's called confidence, man. And straight up, like, these shots scared the shit out of me. I got hit there once. It's gonna stop firing those the spectral tears pretty soon. Oh, you little fuck, I knew you were gonna do that to me. This might actually be a little harder because I gotta dodge all this crap. And it's taking a while to kill him. It's mostly a stationary... Oh, you fuck. If we can kill him, well, that's gonna, like, increase our points exponentially. But then we've taken enough damage and crap that it's pretty bad. Okay. We have some health to spare, so that's good. Hush is honestly, like, chunkier than other bosses. Okay. I know we picked up some unnecessary items. We didn't do so many exploration stuff. We got hurt too many times. We spent money. Essentially, we're last place. Believe it or not. That's right. Hard to believe, huh? You know, like Lazarus, Soul of Lazarus is okay, don't get me wrong. But we got like 10 lives. I don't think our 11th life is going to make a difference. I could be wrong, but I don't think it'll make a difference. There, I said it. Good lord. Come on, get up. Get up. Up. We're going to hurt ourselves. Oh my god. Alright, hello everybody. Glad you joined the party. Ah, it's worth the exploration, right? And your little follower friend. All right. Like, for the most part, the Satan floor isn't terrible. Satan fight isn't terrible either. I mean, since we killed Hush pretty quickly, it should not be an issue. Should not be. I don't want this chariot card. I use wild card here. Though I could probably just keep the chariot for the fight. Check to see if there is any special coins. Or not coins, whatever. Special HP. Well, there's that one, technically. 3 coins. Still got it. I really don't know what to use this wild card for. Tarot card, experimental pill. I mean, I could use that to make an additional experimental thing, but that could probably do more harm than good. Oh, hello, buttholes. See you in hell, buttholes. So, I don't know. I mean, I got plenty of restaurants I gotta go to still. Try out around here. There's so many of them. Never ate at Popeyes. Can never eat at Popeyes. It's all gluten. Oh, a KFC. They got the coleslaw. Oh my God, you hit me, you little bastard. Yeah, cross-contaminating and everything. I'd rather not. Besides, nobody goes to KFC for just coleslaw. They go for like the meaty, greasy chicken. As far as I'm aware. I mean, I've heard of people talk about the infamous coleslaw and how good it is. I'm not really a big coleslaw person at all. I don't care for that too much. You're just a picky eater. You just gotta learn not to be so picky. Life is full of pickiness. You can't be just picky all the time. Good Lord. Where is these rooms? Satan incarnate? Really? Really? Okay, it can't be there, that's for sure. This is where it gets really like, okay, maybe. All right, we got one of them at least. All right, you. Yeah, but you get more money and you get more exploration bonus and you get all these points from the coins. Don't you care about the points? Luck upgrade, all right. And we are, oh, another luck upgrade. And we got money. We'll keep our bombs. Is that the chariot card? That's a tower card. I think we'll be fine, the devil fight. Oh, don't run in that poop. Okay. Did most of the exploration here. Good tears rate, good damage. Oh, you almost got me there, Sonny. This is where you have to concentrate where the shots are coming at you. Like, you watch your guy instead of the shots coming from the guy. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Well, we did it. How about them apples? Now, we could probably get guppy with this. We can get the puss. The ultimate puss. Got here. No. 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 A little late for that one. None of those are going to help me. Neither were these batteries. Good God almighty. All right. No, more like no. Like it gives me all those batteries, and I was like, oh, all right. Well, I suppose if you took the D6 or something, or D7 with you, you just keep re-rolling until you get something good at the end. Yeah, but that's not fun. I mean, it is fun in its own regard, but not for this daily right now. I don't want to be like, frick it, let's just get rid of all this damage and tears multiplier stuff and just make something incredibly worse, potentially. Alright, this is what I mean by keeping the bombs. Bozo time! Extra soul heart. And a little bit of damage. Good God, look at all these batteries. We're actually doing pretty well here. That guy was a little tough because he's a big old chunker for sure. I was like a little worried at first of coming into the dark room because of there'd be a lot of bosses and stuff, but we're kind of cruising along here. We're going to probably run into a double cage room. And that's probably going to be the more concerning one. All right. Homing. I don't know if the homing was stuck on this homing. I assume maybe it will. A lot of red hearts. You're gonna give me 9 lives now? I didn't think so. There's a rare opportunity to get another 9 lives out of that, but I'm not that gifted. Oh. And shout out to that behemoth thing, or whatever it's called. The trinket. That's been kind of keeping us alive here. And we found the boss. I want to backtrack though a little bit here. Let's see what, oh, yeah, wow. About that. We'll probably take that for the boss fight, but not right now. Or do I even want to do that? I'd probably curse myself more than anything if I did that. Yeah, but it's more than half the fun. Yeah, I could probably like save the points too and not taking it. So I could justify it on my cowardice. Hell yeah, brother. Uh-huh. Now you're just starting to insult me with these items. Glaucoma, I see. Well, these rooms were like pretty nice for the most part. What we got here? Might as well use this, I guess. Not many options. All right. Well, we did pretty well here. Explored what we can. Got the boss rush. Got the hush. Probably not too many people made it the hush and lived to tell the tale. Oh yeah, we got this guy. Look at this. Just keep an eye on the prize. There we go. I can't believe we didn't even get hit there either. What do we get? 481st place, of course. Yeah, because they all found a specific loophole that you didn't find. The 480 people. Wow. Okay, I'm curious though. My score is 42,000. So what does this say? See, this is what I don't get. 87,136 points. Like pre-repentance. Look at that. Like the 1997 8133. Like some of these other names, like they've been like up to the top before. But I don't see how you get the 87,000 unless you find a way to break the game and get a bunch of money like deep pockets or something and restock. But I don't know if I get you all the way up there with those points. Pre-repentance used to be a ridiculous issue. It was like 999,000 or something crazy. And then it is something. It looks like it's though they fixed it maybe a little better. But I'm kind of skeptical with some of these scores. Just because I lost. I mean, like, I can see with like the 50,000 to skip some items and don't get hit so much. But this 87,000, like, I don't know. What's the time trial stuff? Wait, what was my time? Oh, yeah. Well, I wasn't rushing it. So how fast did people beat this? Holy shit. No. Wait, level 11. No! See, this is what I'm talking about here. 3 minutes and 46 seconds? Like, unless the self-sacrifice room worked, which I thought it didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it did not work to teleport you to the dark room. It used to be where you could go to the dark room randomly, even if it's not to the lamb back then. But I thought they patched that out completely. Well, I guess you could. 3 minutes and 46 seconds. I guess you could theoretically use the self-sacrifice room and then find the right items to get through of it and fight the boss. But then the problem is at the chest, there aren't like any good items that give you like a huge boost of anything. There's no like mom's knife or anything. There's no chaos in the shop either. There's no restock. So either they got to a self-sacrifice room, they teleported out and somehow got a miraculous start. I don't see how it's possible. Like, that's just like a bunch of RNG stacked. Three minutes and 46 seconds. I'm very skeptical of that one. 9 minutes and 12 seconds. Like, you're gonna have to like... You're gonna have to like map it out. Like, really, you have to map it out, because it's like... that's why I imagine probably happened. Like, I wish I know what, like, the times of when they were doing this in the day. Based on the time zone or whatever. That'd be really great. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, still 3 minutes. I'm curious about yesterday. Okay, now I can see maybe 4 minutes to get down into Mount Foot, maybe. I don't know what yesterday's run was like. Minute 58. I don't know. Like, I'm not an Isaac speedrunner, so I'm not no expert. I mean, I'm not an expert at a lot of this stuff, but I feel like getting, like, almost 4 minutes to lamb would have to be, like, some kind of a self-sacrifice room. Or if you find, like, a blank card and Emperor card and somehow, like, stack charges, like, constantly and kill the things as fast as you can, then I don't know. Anyways, I guess that's my kind of input with what I think about that. Anyways, I think that'll do it for tonight. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.